said, yo, would you be willing to come on stream and ask you questions? I don't do streams. I'm an anti-social. The fact I'm seeing this botted in real time. Bro, I'm on live!
That are basically saying it is the equivalent of actual real people. Most of the time, from what I have seen, they turn out to be some form of, like, a problem or a criminal themselves, or they have skeletons in the closet. It's about making a profit.
What a fraud! It's not that he's just antisocial. He's just antisocial around black people. He is running from me. Lolicons are weird and need to be jailed. Let's see what he has to say.
A lot of heat for this video and probably receive hundreds of thousands of death threats for even making a video discussing lollies and even trying to defend lollies, but...
Bro, listen, man. I don't think, as much as we don't respect you and what you and this subculture get into, I don't think any of us would want to touch you, bro. Like, genuinely, I think let's just keep a 10,000 mile radius, you know, distance away from you, man, you know. We're gonna do ultimate COVID. Even if there was a sniper positioned, I think that would just be too close within your airfield, you know, and they could catch something, you know? It could be a 1 in a million chance that the blood splatter falls on them and they get infected. So, you know, I promise you, my G, man, you know, I hope no one makes death threats on you. But if I were you, man, I wouldn't take them seriously. Nobody's pulling up to that layer. Trust me, bro. I promise you, man. You are safe.
I'm gonna catch a lot of heat for this video and probably receive hundreds of thousands of death threats for even making a video
and take that Dragon Ball Z shirt off right now. Akira Toriyama. You think Akira Toriyama would be happy with this?
Discussing lollies and even trying to defend lollies, but we're gonna get right into it because I've already faced death threats, I've already faced slander, false accusations, people doxing me, sending me stuff in the mail, all sorts of horrific stuff for my stances on fictional content. So, you know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna bow down and bend the knee. I'm gonna just straight up get into what needs to be said. And so this is
This needs to be said.
A post that crossed my feed today by Real Schlep. Now, you might not know who this is, but there is a very high chance you do. This individual is someone that is very well known for being a pred catcher. They are someone that makes their entire channel around catching predators on Roblox and different forms of the internet, as you can see here, and they have 2.4 million followers. So, this is a pretty large channel that gets very decent views, as you can see here, 7.7 million views, 8 million views. Obviously, they are very successful as a content creator, someone that is way beyond my success. I am just a drop in the bucket in comparison to this individual that is making YouTube content.
Bro, man, like, I don't know if that was glaze or was that envy? Like, what was that? Like, I am nothing compared to this content creator. I am just but a drop. Like, bro, man, stop.
However,
hop off his meat.
What really shocks me is that an individual that has their entire career based around being a predator catcher is someone that cannot separate fiction from reality. That is...
You see, this is what the lolly community likes to do. They think we're delusional. They think when they post their disgusting drawings, we're like, oh my gosh, that's a real kid! That's a real... Bro, come on, man. You see, they like to play this fallacy. You know, they like to, I don't know what the fallacy is called. I don't think it's called moving the goalpost, but bro, they like to, a red herring, right? They like to do a red herring, whatever those fallacies are called, right? And they'll just look at one little thing and say that that's our argument when that's not our argument at all. Straw man. They like to straw man our argument. That's what it is. Bro, nobody is saying that we can't tell the difference between fiction and reality. We can tell that your guys' shitty drawings are fiction. But that fiction, what that fiction is depicting is immoral, disgusting, and in my personal opinion, and in the law's opinion, and everybody with a sane mind's opinion, you are drawing children doing sexual things. Yet, you want to say that we don't have a grasp on reality? We don't have a grasp on reality. So, we should be okay with a reality where people not only produce, but goon to pictures of children that they're drawing? We should be okay to live in a reality like that. Okay.
What really blew me away when I saw this post today, and the amount of damage that this post and this individual is going to cause to actual real people and victims out there.
Slep calling out your guys' debauchery. Well, tell me what would do more damage. Tell me what would do more damage. Let's say a child was victimized, right? And the person that victimized recorded it and all that, right? What do you think would be more traumatic for them seeing? Them seeing somebody making posts saying, hey, this is immoral, this is disgusting, this needs to stop? Do you think that would make that victim go into a shell and not want to go outside? Or what do you think would reactivate that trauma? Them going on Twitter and seeing freaks draw pictures of children being brutally victimized. What do you think would be more damaging to a victim? Because Schlep called you guys out, and Schlep is a real life victim. He was groomed as a child. And because he called you guys out, you guys are out here making full-on depictions of him as a kid being violently violated because he called y'all out. But you're on some moral high ground? Explain that, chibi.
And allow criminals to actually get away. He also responded
Allow criminals
twice before I even uploaded this video, and instead of even countering the points I made, he decided to go straight into slandering me, bringing up my personal life that's completely irrelevant to the...
How's it slander? It's not slander that your wife cheated on you with your best friend, bruh. That's not slander. That's the truth. I'm sure you would wish it was slander and that it never happened, but I'm sorry, bruh. She didn't want you, G. She left. It's not slander. And he's calling... I find it so funny how he calls out Schlep. But I called him out on Twitter and invited him onto my platform to have a discussion about this. And what did he say, chat? I'm not gonna even say it. Chat, tell me in the chat what he said. You guys know what he said. What did he say, chat? He don't do live. Antisocial. I'm antisocial. I don't do videos. I don't. So, whoa. So, who's the real person running?
Topic at hand, and basically shifting the subject matter away from the topic to kind of muddy the waters and basically try to make my points seem kind of invalid when he's not even addressing my points to begin with. So I think more or less the case is closed, that this man right here actually doesn't care about victims and people. He's more or less just wanting brownie points, making a profit off of people.
Bro, Schlep called you out too to come on my stream. Schlep called you out to come on my stream. And you, oh, no. Chat, hold up. I gotta show you guys, man. I can't let people run laps like this, man. I can't. I just can't. No. You see, it's people like this. This is why I like Twitter, because whatever you say on here, it stays. So here, I want to show you guys. Hold up. So this is me. He made a whole post about me. I said, yo, would you be willing to come on stream and ask you questions? I don't do streams. I'm an antisocial and like stick it to myself, right? That's just me. Now look what he said to Schlep. Oh, I can't find that tweet. Oh man. Anyway, Schlep said the exact same thing, and he ducked Schlep too. He ducked both of us, but yet he's gonna come on this video lying to his audience, making it like, oh no, Schlep is ducking me.
About it. So this is pretty, it says a lot about his character, honestly, just seeing these type of posts from him. And so let's just get right into this. So first off, let's address the elephant in the room, which is what Schlep is talking about. He's talking about how lollies are basically, if you like lollies, you defend lollies, you're a PDF. That's what he is pretty much saying in this post. And what's very interesting about this post, by the way, with him trying to compare the two of fictional...
So the definition of being a pedophile is being attracted to prepubescent girls or children, right? Prepubescent children. Doesn't have to just be girls, okay? So, chat. Here, let me just give you this hypothetical. If I like dogs, right? I like dogs. And I see a picture of a dog. What would you say? Hey, I like that dog. That's a cute dog, right? Now, if I draw a child and I said, that's hot. I like that. How are you not attracted to children? How? How, Sway? How?
that's a drawing on a piece of paper or an animated pixel. He actually edited his post here, which Packer Girl showcases a screenshot, and I'll showcase this as legit in a second. But basically, you can see his original post here. You know, he actually has anime in front of it, showcasing what he's actually talking about. Then he quickly edited his post to remove it to make it seem more extreme than it actually is. And I don't think I need to really explain why this is bad, but it obviously is very disingenuous in trying to basically make a molehill into a mountain, or trying to make something look worse than it actually is, pretty much saying that basically nobody would care if it was a drawing. But the fact that he removed that wording of anime from it, it makes people tune in more to what he's saying and believe what he's saying is actually talking about real victims and real people that are actually getting harmed. And to showcase that this tweet actually has been edited, by the way, here it is, the actual post here, as you can see, getting community noted, by the way. And if you go here to last edit, you click on this right here, you will see his original post at the bottom here. This is a legitimate post he made that he edited out anime. He changed nothing else with it besides removing anime from the actual wording to basically make the post look way worse than it actually is. So this is actually insane. And this gets into the topic of what I just talked about, that it's really horrible that someone that dedicates their entire career and like presence online to actually go after criminals would actually compare a drawing to actually real victims. That's what's so disrespectful.
Bro, nobody's comparing the drawing to real victims. There's tiers to this, but those drawings are part of the same problem. I don't think anybody would compare scamming to armed burglary, right? But they are still the same problem of theft. So what actually, like, oh my gosh.
And let me explain why this is a problem. So,
why is this a problem?
First off, you are a police officer in, you know, the office at the county sheriff office or whatever,
okay,
and you only have a certain amount of officers. Let's say there's 30 or 50 officers.
30 or 50 officers,
office.
okay.
You receive a call that apparently someone is harming someone, and you take this call, you take it very seriously because it's your job. So you go and investigate, and when you go and investigate whatever's going on, you come to find out it's actually just a drawing. It's a pixel.
Straw man from hell! Oh! Oh my God! He did not just say what I think he said. Oh my, bro! I actually think, bro. You know how people say your brain dead? I think your brain is non-existent. You do not have a brain in whatever that head cavity on your freaking shoulders is. There's no brain. You literally just said that we would call the cops on someone drawing lolly, and when we call the cops, we're gonna tell them, oh my gosh, they're actually harming a real child. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, straw man from hell, bro. Straw man from hell. And you know what's the crazy thing about it is we'll respond to it, and he'll see us calling him out, but he won't ever make a response video back because he'll just say, I already made my response. Yeah, this dog shit response, bro, get out of here. But you know the funny thing about it? I promise you, if cops went to go check up on a lolly call, I promise you they're gonna find way more than lolly. I promise you they're gonna find way more than lolly. I promise you they're gonna be able to hit them with something else. Yeah. I promise, hey, if someone made a call on you about lolly, hey, allegedly, they might find something else. Allegedly.
On the screen, it's nothing. There's nobody being hurt, no victims, nothing. It is just entirely a drawing on the screen. And I don't think I really need to outline why this is a problem, but all this does is it stalls police from being able to actually catch real criminals and help victims be able to recover. It really just actually overloads the system, and it causes a limited amount of resources to be used for false calls.
So us calling out you guys for drawing kids being sexually assaulted and telling you guys to stop is somehow ruining police work to go investigate and catch criminals. Make it make sense, bro. Okay, you made the claim, now show the evidence. Show the evidence of somebody calling in somebody that makes lolly and show the evidence that someone called in the cops about someone making lolly and the cops went out there and they wasted their time. Show the evidence, bro. You're making the claim. Show the evidence. Show the evidence. What resource do you have? Please, I would love to see it.
Pretty much what happens in this case with people that can't separate fiction from reality. And so the fact that you have someone like Schlepp that his entire career is to try to bring people to justice, willing to water down a term and actually cause it to be harder to catch real PDFs is actually insane.
You know the crazy thing about it is it actually makes it easier. We just saw recently this dude right here, Lakari, a certified gooner, self-proclaimed gooner, admitted on stream multiple times that he was an avid lolly fan, right? So by your logic, hey, if the cops had to go check him out, it would be a big waste of resources. They wouldn't find anything. What happened on his stream? Bro accidentally leaked his folders showing all of his CP links. Legitimate CP links. But that would be a waste. Okay, that would be a waste. Now, chat, we're gonna go down here. This is Douglas Hogan I caught. This is Douglas Hogan, an avid Lolicon fan. And look what all was on his phone.
Okay. Just keep it a buck with me. Do you kind of want to be separated from this stuff?
Yeah.
I don't think this is. I mean, now that's more.
App called Telegram.
Asking for.
I got rid of those two.
You kind of initiated this.
Because I don't feel comfortable with it.
So he came to meet a 12-year-old boy.
But it's just
You consuming
like young teen stuff.
young teen, and when we say young teen, are we talking like 10, 8?
Between 13 and 15.
So what are they doing in the video?
Infants in his phone.
They're like, they're sucking them off, and that's why I got rid of the app.
I mean, that's kind of like what you were telling Aaron that you wanted to do with him,
Yeah, I feel terrible for
you. But like, I would actually feel a lot better if you did have condoms on you, at least lube, because.
And look, and then when he lets me go through his phone, I think it was back there. He let me go through his phone, and it was all there, and he got arrested. Look.
Because I think there was a. Okay, and you did want to have sex with him at first, right?
At first, yes, but then no.
Okay, and you brought that lube with him?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And can I pick up your phone? Is that okay? Okay. Is it okay if I open it?
Yes.
Okay. So that child pornography that's on your phone, this is all yours, right? But you're gonna delete it though, right? Okay. So you're not gonna ever have this again?
No.
Is it okay if I show the officer to show that this is gonna be deleted?
Yes.
So I can show him your phone?
Yes.
Okay. So this is child pornography that is.
This was a waste of police time. And guess what he was into, chat? Lolly. This is the problem with these people that are into lolly, bro. If you're openly saying how much you like, if you're openly posting drawings of children being victimized, right? If you're into that, if you get off to that, if that's what you publicly show, what are you privately doing? If that's what you're publicly doing, what are you privately doing? That is why we're calling for all of it to be done. I'm gonna straight up say this, man. Lolly is the new code word. And it really is now. Lolly is the new code word for cheese pizza. You know how like they use the cheese pizza emoji? Like, hey, if you guys want some cheese pizza, hit me up. Now they use the term lolly. Hey, yo, if you want some lolly, hit me up. They know what's up, man. They know what's up. He knows what's up. But he's gonna make a video defending it. Come on.
To me. Now, I do want to talk about something that does need to be acknowledged, and that is lolly in general. Now, look, I'm just gonna outright say it. If you find lollies and stuff weird, completely fine. I think there is nothing wrong with someone thinking it's weird, bizarre, whatever. You don't want to associate with people like that. Fine. That's completely fine. It's well within your right to do that. However, you cross a line when you start calling people accusations that aren't true. For instance, you call...
So it's fine for us to think it's weird, but we cross a line when we say, hey, you're drawing pictures of naked children. You're a pedo. We're wrong for that's crossing the line. So we should just say, hey, that's it's so sad that this lolly is their definition of weird. It's like, oh man, that's you know what's weird? Putting pineapple on your pizza. That's weird. You know what's weird? You know what's weird? Taking a shower or taking a dump and not wiping because you're about to go take a shower. That's weird. You know what I mean? Those things are weird. But drawing images of children naked and having sex? That's only weird. We're gonna put that in the connotation of pineapple on pizza?
Or you start comparing a drawing or a pixel to an actual living, breathing human. There is
Hey, you know, the same logic they use, this is what dudes into CP use. Oh, bro, I never hurt those kids. I never met those kids. I didn't hurt them. That's why I watch it. Because I don't want to hurt any... Oh my gosh, man. They use the whole... They use the same playbook, bro. You guys use the same playbook, but you don't play for the same team. Make it make sense. So you're running Kansas City's offense. You're running Kansas City's defense. You're running Kansas City's special team, but you're not a part of the Kansas City team. Make it make sense.
Is a very hard line there that is crossed when someone does that. And all it does is water things down and makes the entire conversation very muddy to where now when you have a conversation around stuff like this, like if someone's a PDF or not, what it comes down to is like, are they talking about a real person or are they talking about a drawing? And when you have something like this brought up into a conversation, it's already bad. And it's happening. It is something that has...
So bringing up someone making drawings of naked kids and saying they're a PDF is bad, right? But making the drawings or animating the drawings of the naked kids and them doing sexual things, that's not bad. Genuinely, how can you even have a conversation with something like this, bro? How, Sway?
Definitely grown exponentially in the last 5 to 6 years to where the conversation around this entire topic has been muddied and just tampered with to the point to where people don't take it as seriously anymore because people cannot separate fiction from reality.
You know what? We don't take the Epstein files seriously anymore because we think that Lolly is CP. We don't think Jeffrey Epstein's really a bad guy anymore, man. We don't. Our mindset is so skewed. We don't think that at all. All the dudes I've caught, they actually are not bad guys, man. Because I think Lolly is CP. They're not bad dudes.
All they have done is actually help criminals get away with stuff. And in fact, most of the time when people are this...
Show me how we let a criminal get away with something, please. You're saying so much BS, but you got nothing to show for it, man. You're saying so much BS, but you have nothing to show for it. That's bro, and you guys wonder why he ran. You guys wonder why he ran and he didn't want to talk.
Adamant about lolly content that are basically saying it is the equivalent of actual real people. Most of the time, from what I have seen, they turn out to be some form of a problem or a criminal themselves, or they have skeletons in the closet.
Oh! Hey. Let me run that back one more time.
It is the equivalent of actual real people. Content that are basically saying it is the equivalent of actual real people. Most of the time, from what I have seen, they turn out to be some form of a problem or a criminal themselves, or they have skeletons in the closet.
Oh, wow. So if someone says, hey, touching kids is bad, and they touch a kid, hey, most of the time, if someone says touching kids is bad, they probably are touching kids themselves. What? Wow, Chibi, bro. Great detective work, man. Great detective work. Oh, amazing. Hey, you think the Epstein file is bad? Hey, you must have a sex island where you traffic minors. That's the only explanation.
Something is going on there. And I feel like it's absolutely insane. This is really, I feel like Schlepp should be really ashamed of himself for even making a post like this.
Schlepp should be ashamed of himself for saying, hey, let's not make drawings of naked kids. Hey. Ooh, man, Judgment Day can't come no sooner, man. Ooh, Judgment Day can't come no sooner. Schlepp should be ashamed of himself for taking a stand saying, hey, let's not make drawings of kids naked and having sexual interaction. Let's not draw that. So he should be ashamed of himself. What about your community drawing Schlep as a child? His community is drawing Schlep as a child, being brutally victimized. They're drawing this. They're drawing it right now. Don't go on Twitter, because they're going on his followers and they're sending it to all his followers, and anybody that replies or likes his post, they're sending it to them. But he would say, that's just art. Freedom of speech, baby. Rock on. Rock on.
Again, if he wanted to call lollies and stuff weird, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. That is completely fine. But to go this far, and then even to change his actual message to remove anime from it because he knows people don't take that seriously because it's not real, because it's not something to take seriously, that's just insane. And once again, you know what this makes me look at, his entire channel? It makes me look at, it's not about actually bringing justice to people to catch actual criminals. It's about making a profit and making money.
Oh, because he talked ish about my community. He's not doing this to bring kids, child predators to justice. Hey. You saying what I'm doing is weird and I should go to jail for it? You know what? You're not trying to protect kids. You're trying to just make money. You see, I'm not making any money defending my depravity. I'm not making any money. I'm losing all my sponsorships. Everybody's calling me a PDF file. Like, I'm making no money from this. So that's why I have the moral high ground. Because everybody dislikes me. Jeffrey Epstein would have the moral high ground right now. Hey, why are we hating on Jeff? Free my boy Jeff. I'm moving to Tel Aviv.
Money off of it. And look, how can you not view it like that? Like, this person clearly doesn't potentially care about children if he's willing to water down terms to this degree. That's what it looks like. It's not a good look. It's not. And I feel like this is just such a shameful thing to do. I cannot believe he actually did this. Now, with that being said, I will say, I will always have the stance to protect fictional content. I have been very adamant about this for a very long time, and no amount of death threats, doxings, people trying to scare me off the internet, slandering my name, false accusations, whatever, nothing along that lines is going to make me stop talking about what I believe in and how people have a right to express themselves.
Hey, you know what, man? You know what? Hey, man, I respect the hell out of that. Genuinely, I respect the hell out of that. You are not a pushover. You're not gonna bend the knee to anybody. Hey, I like jacking it to little kids. I don't care what you think. I like it. And if you go at any of my boys that like jacking it to drawings of little kids, I'm gonna make a video about you. I respect the hell out of it. Hey man, Chibi, my bad, gang, man. I don't think you're a bad dude. I don't think you're a bad dude at all. Hey man, yo man, let's just have a conversation, bro, man. I don't want to get anybody else involved. You know what I mean? Like, listen, if this got on anybody else's desk, they would just look at it for how it is. They wouldn't want to have a conversation. They wouldn't want to see your side of the story on it. You know, I'm different though, man. You know, I can tell you're a good guy. You're the backbone of the lolly community. You know, 490,000 subscribers, man. You know, actually, I have an uncle who is also deeply into lolly. You know, I have an uncle, man, so I resonate. You know, I resonate with this, man. So I totally understand, bro. Let's have a conversation. You know, I know you don't want to be associated with this stuff. We have a laptop outside. Well, you know, we can get a, you know, whenever you download lolly, do they ever accidentally, like, you know, get some images of some real kids on your device? Does that ever happen? I know you're not looking for that stuff. You know, you're just saying, oh, lolly, and then it's like, whoa, where did this come from? You know what I mean? Yo, man, we can get that all sorted out for you, man. Just give me your devices, man. Put it in the airplane mode, and we could get that taken care of for sure.
In art and also within literature, and basically if people are going this hard after, let's say, lolly content, why aren't they going hard after Game of Thrones? There's some very crazy stuff within Game of Thrones' books, by the way, that have actual characters.
Bro, you know, one thing, genuinely, like, no troll stuff, I didn't know this, but in Stephen King's book, what was that, there was something like, at the end of the book, the kids all got together and did bro, man, Stephen King needs to be put on a list too. And like, it was no reason at all. So you know what? Hey, you know what? Any fiction depicting weird stuff. I'm of the belief shows like Euphoria and stuff is weird too, man. You're showing a bunch of high schoolers, like bro, like all that stuff is debauchery, bro. All of it.
That are technically not 18 plus within it. But for some reason, that is completely fine because you want to know why? It's popular. It's a big series. People accept it. But obviously now with anime reaching a new norm and people kind of encountering anime for the first time, and the main go-to voice now is to say anything that isn't mainstream shonen, like for instance Chainsaw Man or JJK, everything's icky or weird and needs to be gone, censored, and it's problematic. We could see this. There's a big shift. And there's a lot of hypocrisy. There's a lot of people only playing one side and not understanding, and they're picking and choosing what's a problem or not because they just don't like it. And at the end of the day, they don't really care about actual victims or people getting harmed.
We're 9 minutes into this video, and this is me being genuine. At what point did he give any rational opinion why Lolly isn't bad? Like, what point in this entire video? Genuinely.
All in it for a profit or
he's
being
just
able
crying
to get brownie points and clout and everything about that. That's basically what they're doing. And I'm just gonna say it like it is, guys. I would make a lot more money, and I would have a lot more sponsorships if I straight up just said Lolly is bad.
Let me. I would make a lot more money. I would have a lot more sponsorships. I would be a lot bigger. I would be an actual beneficial person to society if I had a moral compass. If I had some limits of a moral compass, my life would be totally better. My fiance wouldn't have cheated on me. My voice wouldn't be so high. I would be able to actually walk by a playground without feeling funny downstairs. My life would be better.
I would. I'm just gonna be blunt. I would make so much more money, and I would be deemed less problematic to work with or anyone to talk with me if I just straight up went against it. But I won't, because I'm willing to separate, and I see the difference between fiction and reality. I know there's a big difference, and trying to say they're the same hurts real people, and I feel like that is so horrible to do.
Who is chat? Can someone tell me? Can someone show me anywhere where someone said that Lolly is the same as someone being hurt? Can someone show me that? Just for a second, chat. Do any of y'all think Lolly is the same as a real child being hurt? Do any of y'all in the chat really believe that? Do any of y'all? No, exactly. So I don't know why he keeps on trying to die on this hill. Now, do you think being into Lolly, creating Lolly, all that stuff is part of the same problem and the same family tree of children getting hurt? I would say we all say yes. You see, what he wants us to do is just cut one branch off of the tree, No, we want to cut the whole damn tree down. If the whole tree is something about children being hurt, just cutting off these branches, we're cutting the whole tree down. We're even uprooting the stump. So we're not giving that hole even a chance to regrow.
Actual people that have went through stuff. So, long story short, I'm probably going to get mass hate for this video. Oh, I know I'm going to get mass hate. But it is what it is. It's something I've already dealt with before.
Dog shit video. Like, genuinely, like, not even just the take. The take was obviously dog shit. But this is just, oh man, this is bad. Officer, that's him. That's the man that touched the pixels. Oh my gosh. Yes, predator found with bread in their fridge. Therefore, all bread eaters are. Oh, man. You know what's crazy? This is like saying, hey, if a guy tweets, I like little kids every day. I like little kids. I like little kids. I like little kids. And you say, hey, that dude's a predator. Wait, no! How is he a predator? What? The pixels are determined that he's a predator? Oh, come on. Hey, man, Chibi, literally, we should have just kept this in the vote. We should have just kept this in your hidden files, my man. We should have just kept this in your hidden file. I'm still, bro, you know what, Chibi? Let's have a discussion about this. Prove me wrong. Do streams again. I know you say you're antisocial. You didn't, chat, did you guys get any antisocial vibes? An antisocial person wouldn't go on stream talking about how much they love Lolly. So you can't be that antisocial. So, Chibi, come on my stream, and let's have a discussion. Let's have it. I know. Yeah. I mean, bro, we know we already know what timing he's on. Yes, lolicon, lolly, defined as anime, manga, or other illustrated material depicting characters that appear to be minors in sexually explicit situations, can be illegal in Tennessee. You know what? I'm on his Twitter. Guys, go like my tweet that I'm sending at him, Chibi. I just reacted to your video defending Lolly. I know you said you are anti-social, but you seem quite fine to me in your response. I'm extending my offer again since you said Schlep was running away from the convo. Would you have a discussion with me on my platform? All right, discussion. Is it one S? Is it Plate? Chat. Check. How's the grammar? Oh, it's no E. W's, yes. Okay. We good now? We good now? Go like that, chat. Go like that. Here, I'm gonna drop the link. Let's see if he responds. Go like that up, chat. A ratio would be cool as well. But you know, I'm not putting pressure on you guys. But like, you know, that would be cool as well. Oh my gosh, man. What have we come to as a society? Indubitably. Bro lives on Twitter, so there should be a response here soon. He responded, the fact I'm seeing this botted in real time. What? Bro, I'm on live! What do you mean botted in real? What the fuck? Oh my, I'm literally live. The fact I'm seeing this botted in real time. Nah, I'm good. The point of debates or discussion has passed after personal attacks. And bro lied on me saying bought it. What do you mean bought it? The post you're trying to reply to has been deleted. Bro deleted his post before I could even respond. Oh my gosh. What a wuss. Bro, did he block me? What a fraud. Oh my gosh. What a fraud. I guess he wasn't lying, chat. You know what? It's not that he's just antisocial. He's just antisocial around black people. Bro, man, did a black dude steal your fiance? Like, what do you got? What beef do you got with me? Bro, I would have gave bro a fair shake and everything. And chat, he's running from me. He is running from me. I gave him the opportunity. No one can say, oh, Jadon, you were bullying him. Oh, Jadon, you didn't give him a fair shake. Oh, Jadon this. Oh. Yo, Lolly community, your top man ran. That boy hit the dash. Oh my gosh, bro. Literally, there is no testosterone in this man whatsoever. I am going to fight for the freedom of expression. What happened to that dog? And you know the crazy, bro, he must just be scared of me. He can respond to Schlep. Bro, what? Bro, man, I ain't gonna pull up on you, gang. I ain't gonna pull up. Is he blocking you guys too? Oh my gosh, bro. Bro, man. This is like that fraud Andrew Tate freaking blocking me. On my other Twitter, Andrew Tate even blocked me, bro.
That's so
chat,
insane.
man. Let him know let him know, hey, I'm still here. I'm still down with it. Let him know I'm still down to run it. Yeah,
I mean, I am too, man. I am too. I'm more than down to hop on. You know, I no problem at all talking with him about it. If he wants to debate this stuff,
facts.
I can come on stream. I will go on his stream. I'm here. You know, I got nothing to hide. So,
bro, I just want to see what the Lolly community would have to say about their top defender. Hold up, you know what? Let me call the dude I talked to yesterday. Let me see if he'll answer. Hold up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even debate the dude I talked to yesterday. I'm gonna just call him. I'm gonna just call the dude I talked to yesterday, and I want to see what he has to say about this. I'm calling Neo right now. Like, so far, Neo is the only person in the lolly community that has balls. The only person. Bro, you guys are calling him out like crazy. A platform you're preaching a serious issue to the community notes you can false claims involving it. Is it just me or using the word child erotica effing weird? CSAM is child abuse and child rape, not erotica. Don't protect real children onto fiction. Don't project real children onto fiction. You aren't helping any. Oh my gosh. This fraud freaking blocked me, man.